Guys, what is going on? I'm glad to be back. I just uploaded a video yesterday about Super Smash Brothers, the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Man, I've been working on that video since Thanksgiving, literally. Every time that I had a chance, I had some free time, I was working on that video, doing research, creating all of the different slides and images and whatnot. Just doing everything I could to perfect that video because I wanted it to come out really good. And so if you haven't seen that video, check it out. If you're a Super Smash Bros. Fan, if you're a fan of any franchise that you want to see make their debut in Smash, so that way they could get more attention, more publicity and everything like that, you should definitely check out that video. But moving on from that, I want to talk about some great news right now. And that great news being that Kirby Air Riders is the highest selling game digitally in Japan. So it's been the best selling digital game in Japan for the month of November. And this is great news because this game is still selling very well physically. So it actually outsold, it outsold Mario Kart World by a lot in its debut week. The second week rolled around, Mario Kart World took back the first place title. This past week it was the same thing. However, it was very close. Kirby was still right behind Mario Kart World in second place, and that's just for physical sales. But here on Nintendo Everything, if we go down, we'll see that Kirby Air Riders was revealed by Nintendo to be Japan's best-selling digital game for the month of November. Now, I had made some comments about how people should definitely purchase certain games on their Nintendo Switch 2 console, even Nintendo Switch 1, but whichever one you have, you should definitely purchase a game both physical and digitally, just for the fact that, for one, you have the physical copy, and then your digital copy, your digital copy, with that you won't have to waste time opening up your physical copy, swapping out games and stuff like that. It just makes gaming more convenient. And so Kirby Air Riders is that kind of game. I did get the digital version as well. So I bought it physically and I also bought it digitally as well. By the way, I am out of breath because I just got done working out and decided to make this video. So forgive me if I'm kind of breathing heavily or if I have to pause every now and then. But yeah, this game, I ended up purchasing it physically when it first came out, and about a week or so later, I decided let me go ahead and download it digitally as well. And one of the main reasons I did that was because when I purchased Metroid Prime 4, I said, you know what? I'm gonna wanna play this game as well. I don't wanna just keep having to switch cartridges. So let me go ahead and download this game digitally, so that way whenever I get bored of Metroid Prime 4, I'll just swap over to Kirby Air Riders. And as a matter of fact, Nintendo had this big, well, not a big sale, but they had $20 off for Splatoon 3, which is a game I've been having my eye on. And so it was like $40 on the eShop. I went ahead and purchased that game as well. And I purchased that on the eShop and I started playing that game. And so I would play Metroid Prime 4 whenever I got stuck in an area or whenever I got kind of bored. I would just simply, close the game out and switch over to Kirby Air Riders or switch over to Splatoon 3. That easy. So it's really beneficial to get these games digitally and physically as well. Another good reason for digital is because, if you're traveling, do you really want to risk losing your physical copies? You just download the game digitally and there you go. You don't have to worry about bringing your physical copy with you and potentially losing it. Anyways, besides all of that, it seems like this game is doing really freaking well. I mean, Nintendo usually does not reveal digital sales, but I think they're doing it here because they really want people to know that this game is selling well. It really is. It's just selling well. It's selling well physically, well in Japan, but it's also doing well digitally. In fact, it's already doing better digitally than Mario Kart World, at least in the month of November. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Mario Kart World bundle that is a digital game. Yeah, that's a digital game. So that's saying a lot. The fact that that game is digital with the Nintendo Switch 2 when you get the bundle, and yet Kirby Air Riders outsold it digitally and is kind of like still competing with it. It's like, you know, really, it's like neck and neck with it in the physical sales. That's pretty good. That's saying that this game is extremely popular in Japan. It's not that popular in the UK because the UK are a bunch of fucking cucks. They're a bunch of pansy ass gay boys. They're just pathetic as hell. They're the weakest and most pathetic men on earth. Sorry to say that for any of my UK subscribers, but I'm just talking about, you know, the typical libtard UK bum. You know, they're just such degenerate losers over there. A bunch of atheists too. So yeah, it's over there in the UK. I think Kirby Air Riders is not selling well at all. I think it didn't even crack the top 40. Just shows that they have shit taste in video games over there. They just want their damn FIFA and I don't know what else. Supposedly Metroid Prime 4 is doing decent over there, but yeah, who cares? Anyways, so let's just scroll down. So there you go, Kirby Air Riders. Let's see, right here. Nintendo recently shared new data revealing the best-selling games on the Japanese Switch 2 and Switch eShops for November of 2025. So this is including Switch 2 and the Switch. So that's an even bigger deal because Kirby Air Riders is only on the Switch 2. It was a big debut for Kirby Air Riders with the game coming out on top for Nintendo Switch 2. Also worth noting, Inazuma 11 Victory Road started off strong. The game is second on Nintendo Switch 2 and is on top for Switch number 1. So whatever this game is, never heard of it. Maybe it's a good game. It seems to be popular in Japan. Called Inazuma 11 Victory Road. This is on the Switch 2 and the Switch 1. And it's second place on the Switch 2. And it is first place on the Switch 1. But that's only because Kirby Air Riders is not on the Switch 1. If it was, it'd probably beat it still. The full lineup of Japan's best-selling games on the Switch 2 and Switch eShops for November 2025 is as follows. Let's see. So here we got games for the Switch. It's saying Switch, but this is including Switch 2 as well. So it's just Switch, period. So of course, at number 1, there you go. Kirby Air Riders. Number 2, that game I just mentioned, Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Then you got Momotaro Densetsu 2, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Pokemon Legends ZA, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake, Mario Kart World at number 7, Atelier Ryza Secret Trilogy Deluxe Pack, Donkey Kong Bonanza at number 9. That makes me really happy to see Donkey Kong Bonanza at least in the top 10. I really hope Japan, I don't know what it is with them not really being huge on Donkey Kong, but I really hope they get invested in that game. They're really missing out. I mean, it's doing well, but it needs to be doing better. And at number 12, we got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which that's the Switch 2 edition that is selling well. And the Switch 1 version isn't anywhere in the top 20, but Metroid Prime 4, it's number 12, and that's, again, this is for the digital sales. So Metroid Prime 4, I'll talk more about that game later. I've only got 3 hours into it, but Kirby Air Riders and Donkey Kong really deserve to sell better than that game. Metroid Prime 4, I mean, them not having multiplayer, that pisses me off. Them not having more than just a single player is absolute BS. So that's really all I'm going to say right now. But yeah, right now, guys, Kirby Air Riders is selling like hotcakes. And let's go check out the physical sales for this game. Let's go check out the physical sales right now. Well, first of all, let's look at these are the sales for like the Black Friday week or whatever. You have all of the stupid gay station fangirls that are like, ooh, but PS5 was the market leader for Black Friday. It's like, yeah, because they slashed the prices like $100 off. No shit. They've been getting outsold by the Switch 2 for like months now. They've been getting their ass kicked. Now that they get their one little, you know, Black Friday week where they slash the prices and it's like, oh, we won. We outsold the Switch 2 for like 1 week. Besides that, people are also trying to say that, well, Nintendo had a $50 discount on the Switch 2. No, that was, first of all, that was on Cyber Monday. So that was after Black Friday week. And that wasn't really like for every single retailer. That was not really something from Nintendo. That was only like 2 different retailers. And it wasn't even marketed, it wasn't promoted. So nobody really knows about that $50 discount. Most people only saw it when they went to purchase the console online for Walmart. And after they went to the to look at the full price, whatever, that's when they saw the $50 discount. So that doesn't really count, does it? Anyways, despite all that though, in Japan, they are still kicking the PlayStation 5's ass, regardless of these big discounts. Switch 2 sold 129,953 consoles. PS5 Digital Edition, 23,000. The Switch OLED sold 12,000. PS5 Pro, 11,000. Switch Lite, 10,000. The normal Switch, 5,000. The regular PS5, 2,000. Yeah, they're still getting their ass kicked. Despite, I mean, they're not even really doing that much better than the actual, just the regular Nintendo Switch console. So even the regular Switch console is still like really close, like almost neck and neck with the PlayStation 5. And the PlayStation 5 just had this big ass discount, especially in Japan. And you know, Japanese gamers aren't really buying it as much as they're getting the Switch 2. So Switch 2 continues to kick PlayStation 5's ass in Japan, even with all of those price decreases that PlayStation got. And then let's just look at the software titles. Mario Kart World, Nintendo Switch 2, 49,586, which brings its lifetime sales to 2,251,711 copies. And again, these are the physical sales, not the digital. Digital is not included. Now, remember, Kirby Air Riders is the best-selling game digitally for the month of November in Japan. Here are the physical sales. It is like right behind Mario Kart World with 46,287. Like only about like 3,000 copies less than Mario Kart World. That is incredible. That's awesome. The fact that it's selling that well. And when you also take into consideration that the digital sales are higher than Mario Kart World's, way higher, as you guys saw. So Kirby Air Riders continues to do awesome right now. I'm glad that it's, you know, it's really giving Mario Kart World a run for its money. And this, I hope it ends up outselling Mario Kart World, especially like at least in Japan of all places. But worldwide, yeah, I really hope they outsold Mario Kart World. But as you guys can see, every single game in the top 10 for the week of Black Friday in Japan has all been Nintendo. Nintendo has completely kicked PlayStation 5's ass in Japan. And even though PlayStation 5, you know, they had to, you know, slash $100 off of their PlayStation 5 console just to get an edge for that week, they're still getting their ass kicked in Japan, where they've had more, you know, price discounts for their consoles. You know, over there they've had the permanent price cut for their PlayStation 5 console, and ever since they did that, they've still been getting their ass kicked by the Nintendo Switch too. So let's just go through this list real quick of the top 10 best-selling games right now, are the ones that sold the most in Japan during that Black Friday week. Mario Kart World at number 1, Kirby Air Riders at number 2, Pokemon Legends ZA at number 3, and that's the Switch version. At number 4, you got Momotaro Densetsu 2. At number 5, you got Pokemon Legends ZA, that's the Switch 2 version. Momotaro Densetsu 2 again, but this is the Switch 2 version. Switch Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment for number 7. At number 8, you got Minecraft. At number 9, you got Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. And at 10, you got Animal Crossing New Horizons. Really wish Donkey Kong was doing a lot better in Japan, but it is what it is. Regardless, right now everyone is buying. It's either first-party Nintendo games that are selling the most in Japan, or just other games selling on a Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. So they're still kicking, PlayStation 5's ass. It doesn't matter. PlayStation had these huge price decreases and whatnot, and they're still losing to Nintendo over there in Japan. It's only like, I think, gay-ass Europe and UK where they do really well. So they do really well in like these, pathetic cuckold countries, but in Japan, they don't really do that well. In the United States, they do decently enough, but Nintendo is still beating them there as well. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Nintendo continues to dominate, and Kirby Air Riders is doing freaking fantastic. They're beating Mario Kart World in digital sales, at least ever since it came out, at least for the entire month of November. And that's saying a lot because they're neck and neck with Mario Kart World in software sales for the last few weeks. I'm really hoping they do outsell them. You guys in the comments, let me know if you think they will. There seems to be a number of people in my circles that have not gotten Kirby Air Riders yet, and I just gotta ask, what the hell are you even waiting for? That is like the best game right now to get for the Nintendo Switch 2. It's not Metroid Prime 4. It's not. Metroid Prime 4, I will talk more about that game in the coming days or so. I only have about 3 hours in it. It's okay so far, but again, it's a game that I'll get bored of it pretty quick, and then I'll have to I'll have to get my excitement back up again by playing Kirby Air Riders or Splatoon 3, which I started playing recently. But yeah, get Kirby Air Riders, for the love of God. That's such a great game. Anyways, I want to hear from you guys about all of this, what you think, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.